I gotta stop confusing being single with being lonely because I can make a phone call and be married tomorrow, okay?
That is why year after year you're still single. It's not that you're bad looking or that you're not a good person. It's because you're unrealistic and you putting down good men.
There are hundreds of thousands of women who are single by choice.
That's why you single. You don't have a man. That's by choice. Do you see me?
Never truly single. There's always an ex in the background.
Being married to a man is like being his stepmother.
Most men are not single by choice.
Because if you cannot bring peace to my life, the peace that I have being single, I don't want it. No, thank you. I don't know who needs to hear this, but y'all gotta stop confusing being single with being lonely. Because I can make a phone call and be married tomorrow, okay?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
But I choose not to because I don't want to settle. I don't want to settle. I know what I want. And yeah, just because I can make that phone call doesn't mean that that's the person that I want. But I just need y'all to understand, women who are single right now, most of us are single by choice. Please understand that. We are prioritizing our peace over having a person. You might have not heard me. I said we are prioritizing our peace over having a person. Because if you cannot bring peace to my life, the peace that I have being single, if you cannot match that or even elevate that level of peace, I don't want it. No, thank you.
Well, actually,
We do not care.
Like, y'all want us to be desperate so bad. Y'all want us to settle so bad. Y'all want to make it seem like being single is such a bad thing, especially a woman who's over 35. You're single, like you're a red flag. No, I have standards. There are certain things that I'm not going to give up on, like things that I want. There's certain things that I'm just not going to compromise in my life at this age. And if a man cannot add value or bring peace to my life, I don't want him, period.
You know, this is said to the mountaintops, till the throat runs dry and no more water's left, and the sun will burn down before you ladies have your way. What do I mean? You all want the same man. That's why the video I made yesterday, I should have made this video before that. Because what do? She's still going out, I'm sure. Even if she's not going out. Because I'll tell you what's happening. Maybe she's went out when she was younger. Ran through. Yeah. Completely ran through. Now, she's not hearing anything but the man she wants. But what's happening is the guys that she would have a one-night stand with, the tall dudes or whatever, she's done with that. So now she's saying, okay, put those guys over there and put the nice guys over there until it's too late. Or she may be one of the ones that says, I'm never getting with the nice guy. But they would be around anyway. But I'm never getting with the nice guy. Buy a dog and die alone. This is why Kevin Samuels was so popular. Buy a dog and die alone, because you're bound to be alone and stay alone. And watch how many ladies, watch this video. You see how many ladies are confused. Let's watch.
The narrative that women are single because they can't keep a man, or that a man don't want them. Most of the women that I know that are single could make one phone call and be in a relationship. Like, that's all I'm saying.
Men cannot accept that women are single by choice because most men are not single by choice. And I'm sure I'll have many men in the comments being like, I'm single by choice. No, you're not. Again, my dishwasher's going off. Ignore it. Most women are single by choice because getting a man is the absolute easiest thing to get. Men don't want to believe that, but guess what? Y'all are easy. On the other side of the coin, women are mostly difficult to get, okay? And especially now in 2025, women have standards that most men do not ever plan on reaching, and if they do, it is usually a temporary fix until the mask falls. There are good men. There are some good men still out there, and God bless you, okay? But most men, again, most men are not single by choice. They are not chosen by women because they're pieces. And I'm not saying that because I hate men. I love men. I think that there actually are some really good men out there. I know some very good men, okay? Women choose to be single. Men cannot accept that, and they immediately fly off the handle into like, something's wrong with you, start calling you names. Again, I've mentioned this in other videos, but you're going to die alone with cats. And they make it like our life without a man in it is just so horrible. Let me tell you something. I've never been at more at peace in my life. Maybe you can relate. I don't know.
They have no idea. Like the ones, they're stuck. See, I'll tell you what's happening. They're at home alone saying, no problem. I'll just keep watching my Netflix. I'll just keep watching my Netflix. It's a cold winter. Winter's here. And that's why the Iceman thing has gotten so big to me. And it should be to you too. Because these ladies are lost. This is the winner. This is the winner. We're in it. The economy is in ruins. And these ladies are still talking the same way. And they have no clue. They have no clue that the competition is worldwide. There's guys like me out here, the Iceman, showing guys, while girls are saying, I'm single by choice. I can show you the baddest Filipina, the baddest Thai girl, the baddest Japanese, the baddest Vietnamese, the baddest African.
Love has no boundaries.
The baddest Brazilian, the baddest Colombian. Look at her. Look who's talking. What? Huh? Am I sleeping? And let me tell you, I got to show this next video. Because this girl's talking like this, but she knows. He even attacked Filipinas. Check it out.
They're insulting women by saying, well, that's why you single. You don't have a man. That's by choice. Do you see me?
Are we blind?
I'm not saying I don't have any flaws, but I'm just saying, like, if I really wanted to go out there and have men or be with a man, that's possible.
Someone call a search party because these TikToks are lost in Delulu land.
But I know all men are not men of stature. I have standards. That's why I'm single. Every once in a while I date, but I'm also focused on getting my bag together. I'm focused on other things. Like, my whole life does not revolve around a man. This is a platform where I give advice and tips, and it's a safe place for women to express themselves. And to be completely honest with you, most women are single by choice these days because it's not the 50s anymore. We don't need you guys to survive, and even if we did need you guys, you're not dependable. Men are throwing fits because women want to be taken care of. It's no point in having kids with these men, and we can't spend enough time with our children to raise our children. They in daycare at 6 weeks old. If we get sick or anything, if we having a hard pregnancy, we can't sit down and be without a job. Y'all don't take control anymore. Y'all don't even want to be romantic. Y'all don't want to impress. Y'all don't want to pursue. Y'all don't want to stand up and be a man and take that place. And y'all wonder why y'all say Western women do not respect y'all. There's no respect for you at all. To be what am I respecting you for? You don't even respect yourself as a man to have enough pride. That's how I feel. And I know a lot of other women feel that way. If I got to sit up there, work overtime, work more than one job, be stressed up, strained, cook, clean, suck, pay half the bills, like, I could just post my damn house on the internet and find me a roommate. To be completely honest, these days, being married to a man is like being his stepmother. It's like dealing with a rebellious ass child that don't want to clean up, don't want to cook, don't want to handle their responsibilities. You always got to keep telling them the same damn thing, and then they run to their real mama, and then they talk about you, and then the mama got something to say and want to fight you. Like, I don't got time for that. So until I meet a man that meshes with me and we can come to a common ground, of course there's some compromises. You know, I have a list of deal breakers, but, you know, I'm not, you know, all the way in la la land somewhere thinking that I'm about to get the 1% of man in the entire United States of America. No. What I ask for, I feel is simple. I just feel like a lot of you men are not ready for that. And a lot of y'all should not be dating when y'all aren't.
Now, you heard her? She was talking tough just now. You talking real tough. When a couple of videos ago, maybe a month ago, I think maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, you was on a tirade. The guys had you shivering. Because it's winter. And winter's coming soon. What is it? It's December now. Woo! It's going to be a cold winter, but winter's already here. What do I mean? Watch this.
I'm really starting to think that men don't really care if you a whore, because they know damn well they can hop on them planes or whatever they be doing and go to the Philippines and go to these horrible ass countries in the slums and meet a woman and she'll instantly them. Throw themselves, please save me. That's what they want. Like, is that some type of fetish or weird fantasy or something? Like, but it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it. What? Watch out.
I realize that's the attitude that most people don't even want to deal with.
My wife fixes my plate. She cleans up the house.
Like we're some kind of servant to men just because we cook or clean or try to take care or nurture our men.
And she lets me do whatever I want. She doesn't say something. She's such a good woman. These Western women, your wife was a prostitute her whole entire life.
As if foreign women have less value than American women.
She been selling this since 10 years old to really old creepy ass men. Just like you. Your wife been ran through. Sorry. And y'all might want to go get tested. Yeah. You might want to go get tested. A lot of y'all probably already are slowly withering away. But you got something to say.
Shout out to all the Filipino women that's unfazed by the jealousy and envy.
I really wish people would stop acting like being single is the worst possible thing a woman can be. Like, there are hundreds of thousands of women who are single by choice because over the years, older women have passed down knowledge from what they have learned from being forced into these marriages at young ages and not being able to leave due to mostly financial concerns. And now that we have the opportunity to make our own money and buy our own homes and sustain our lives completely on our own without the help of a man, we're realizing that is so much more peaceful than being in a relationship with a man who does not appreciate us. And something I see brought up a lot that I think is very true is that men use single as an insult because for them, they cannot handle being single. Women do not feel that way.
Whatever age in life is not the same thing as getting a degree, okay? There are two different things. I want you to understand me and hear me good. You can go to school whatever age you want to and get a degree. The degree that you want, work hard for it, right? The options are unlimited. But when it comes to getting the man that you want, those options are much smaller. So I want you to realize that you don't have all the time in the world. You don't have all the time in the world to take your time. The unfortunate side is that we don't live in reality and we think we can do whatever we want whenever we want to. We don't have the same options. And I want women to understand that what you do in your 20s and your 30s will play a factor in your 40s and your 50s and on up. Right? Make good decisions in your 20s. Make good decisions in your 30s. So when you hit 40, you have what you want. You have the man that you want. You have the family that you want.
Yes.
Not still trying to figure it out because you think you can get whatever you want, the type of man you want whenever you want to. And it doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. The options are much more smaller and we don't want to realize that. It is. Age plays a factor. You know, there's so many things that play a factor when you get to a certain age that you cannot just think you can walk in the door and say, choose me. Other people are competing. When it comes to dating and relationships and marriage, a 40-plus-year-old woman does not have the same options as a 25-year-old woman. She just doesn't. And we got to face the reality. So don't look at a degree you can get that whenever you want to as the same as it is when it comes to a man. Be mindful that if you're in your 40s and you want to be married, you want a certain type of man, you can be married, but it may not be the man that you want, right? Because the options are different. They're different, right? They just are. So we don't want to play around and think we got all this time in order to do whatever we want, and then it gets later in life, and then you sitting around talking about, I'm single by choice. You're single because you don't have any options. But don't be that girl, okay?
Don't be that girl, but a lot of you will be. Because so many of you, I see so many of you guys see it. So many saying, yeah, I'm single by choice. No, you're not. No, you're not. Now, just a girl, yeah. She has a YouTube channel. She makes content. Trying to let these black ladies know. Trying to let all women know. But I gotta give it up to one of the OGs real quick. Check it out.
I'm telling you, as a 54, almost 54-year-old black woman, you single black women are doing too damn much. You are believing the okie doke, these Lifetime movies. You're believing how some of these white women move. We can't always move like them. Unless you are at the higher echelon of percentage of women who, let's be honest, look a certain way, can pull and demand that kind of treatment. Only a certain kind of woman can demand being flued out to Dubai.
Don't say goodbye. All we need is one night in Dubai.
Now, I know a lot of people are not going to tell you the truth, sis. I don't want you to keep being damn delusional. That is why year after year you're still single. It's not that you're bad looking or that you're not a good person. It's because you're unrealistic and you're putting down good men. You don't want to date a man because he's a bus driver. What the hell is wrong with a bus driver? They got steady benefits. You ain't got to worry about them being laid off. Hell, these people working in the State Department and working for the government getting laid off. Ain't no bus drivers getting laid off because everybody needs transportation. Or you won't date a trash truck driver. What the hell is wrong with a trash? Let me tell you something. I always said I want a dirty man. I want a man that gets dirty so I can clean him up. We both ain't got to have all these damn degrees. And if you are any type of woman, if you're a good woman, you can help that man if let's say he drives a trash truck. Say, you know what, boo? In 5 years, I'm going to help you own a fleet of them. Be a help me.
This lady's trying to help. Just the girl's trying to help. There's so many ladies out there to help you. Black women, even white women are trying to help. But you know what song I thought about? When she said, when she mentioned Dubai, I thought about this song.
All we need is one night in Dubai.
Clear on what I want. There's a lot of boxes that need to be ticked. I know this man is out there. And it's just a matter of finding him. 7-figure salary.
Right.
Already said morning routine.
Yes.
That includes some sort of exercise with group accountability, as well as some sort of very high nutrition, I'm going to say smoothie. At least 5'10". I feel like that's generous. I need him to be obviously in very good shape. I need him to have a full head of hair. That's very important to me.
Okay.
Be a Christian, but not take it too seriously. Like, I don't want to have to go to church every Sunday. But I also I don't want to get into fights over religion either.
Sure, of course.
I want him to have an impeccable wardrobe. I want his suits to be tailored.
Oh,
I want him to look good in greens and blues because those are complementary to what I look good in. Absolutely no jewelry.
Okay.
Absolutely no tattoos.
Okay.
Unless the only tattoo that would be acceptable.
I gotta pause this. I know the lady wants to hit it with the pad. Like, shut up. You don't qualify. Shut your mouth.
Would be a very small tattoo if he were in a secret society at an Ivy League university and was forced to get a tattoo, that I would make a pass for.
She was forced.
I want him to be from a good
In
family.
the dark.
I'll know that what that
With the
means when I see
Masons.
it, or what more well said. I'll know what wouldn't satisfy that criteria when I see it.
Okay.
Never been married, no kids. I want to be his first wife. Our children are going to be his only children.
Mm-hmm.
No allergies. Has to like animals. I would prefer that he's a cat person, but if he's a dog person, that's okay. I think that's it. How soon can you find the man that satisfies this checklist? Are we talking a week?
This is an example of a woman that men don't even get mad about because they very much know the reality of the situation, and she's not going to find a man that checks all these boxes or even half of these boxes. So it's not even triggering to men, but it's one of those things that you can't help but watch. It's like watching somebody eat something that sat out for 10 hours and they know it, they're fully aware, but they refuse to believe you when you tell them that is going to make you sick. You can't help but watch it happen and then watch them run to the bathroom and hospital a few hours later. But of course I have to put in my 2 cents because ladies, even if you were to find a man that has 2 of these things by a certain age, you'll have to make sure that you check all of his boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, even if you do check all of his boxes, it is very unlikely that you're actually going to have a solid, long-lasting relationship as a couple because you're paying attention to the wrong things. These are the things that don't matter because what matters most is who you are as a person, who he is as a person, and if you're compatible, if you find each other attractive so that you have chemistry, and that everything else aligns so that you can build connection. But most of us already know all of this. It's still fun to watch somebody like this because we all know that in 5 to 10 years, this same lady is going to come back. She's going to have all the cats walking around behind her, and she's going to start complaining about how there's no good men out there. Lady, it wasn't because of the men. It was because of you.
I never wanted to be on a man's side, but y'all know how men be like, oh, y'all women have no accountability, y'all be delusional. A lot of them be right about y'all because look what this video I just came across my TikTok.
You ever looked at somebody and you just be like, damn, I would have never thought you would be somebody's BM. Like the way they carry themselves just never gave like, I would let that man nut in me with no ring. Like, no shade.
I will not look for you. I will not pursue you.
But
even though she said no shade, we all know that her video was meant to be shady, right? But girls like this think that they are better than BMs or single moms because of the fact that they did not let the dude get them pregnant, but they still did the deed with the dude. If you're so high value, you wouldn't even be laying down with him unless he gave you a ring, sweetheart. Girls like her think that they are better than everyone else because they go to the clinic to get rid of the baby as opposed to the girl who kept the baby. Prime example, this comment right here. That would have been me, but I went to the clinic. It's another bird brain in the comments bragging about letting a man pour the milk in and she went to the clinic. Probably paid for herself. I'm so happy that wives will come up here and tell these girls that a ring does not save you. But there's always going to be a bird brain that says, well, it doesn't matter. At least you were a wife. Bro, you're still single now. What's the difference? It does not matter how long you have known that man. It does not matter if you are married.
Women are never truly single. There's always an ex in the background, a guy in her DMs, or a friend waiting for his turn.
I would like to know where to find the relationship guide.
Friend zone. For a woman, single just means she hasn't picked her next option yet. Now, she might not like any of the options available to her, so she's not going to pick any of them. At least not right now. But that's another topic. Of course, this is not all women, but just enough. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think the game is rigged. And that's why guys are tired of playing. And in these videos, I want to show how rigged the game is. It's not to men's favor. Like what's happening now. And you know what's crazy? So many ladies still don't see it. They don't see this movement as a threat. It's the biggest threat ever. Why would a man deal with 300 million opportunities when there's billions out there? You come over to Asia, billions. You go down to South America, there's millions there, but think about it. And then Africa, there's more outside than inside. And they take care of their body. It's a win for men. I showed a video lady yesterday. A lady said, guys leaving and getting 10s. Even guys that are not getting 10s are getting 10s. Why? Because they're cooperative and they're feminine and delicate. That's what a man needs.
The reason why women are so delusional in 2025 is because society allows for them to be. And it just doesn't allow for men to live with that level of delusion, okay? If you're a guy and you're up, if you're fat, if you're broke, if you're ugly, society is going to very quickly let you know that you are losing, okay? You're not going to get options with women. Your quality of life is going to be very low. You're not going to be having a good time. You're going to get a slap in the face, if you will, from reality, from society. Now, for women, these same checks and balances don't really apply. You could be ugly, you could be a hoe, you could be rude, you could be fat, and they're just going to pretty much tell you you're good just the way that you are, queen, right? And your friends are still going to be in your comments. Oh, Cindy, you're a bad bitch. Oh, you look so good. Cindy put on 75 pounds since college. She's not a bad. We all can see it, right? But no one's allowed to say it. And so this is why this delusional mindset starts to set in the mind of women to make them think they're a lot more valuable than they actually are. Whereas with men, they're much more closely tethered to reality because of these constant reality checks that they're getting. It makes them want to look for ways to improve, how to get better. And with women, they're rarely looking for ways to get better at all. Why get better when you're fine just the way that you are, right? So until women start getting reality checks, this will never change, and it probably never will, because women are notoriously bad for holding each other accountable and being honest with each other. This is why when they're together, they'll be, oh, I love you. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're pretty. And then the second somebody leaves, they're talking about it.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.